G'day, how you going? Ianapolis here, your acrylic guru from Australia. Welcome to my live stream. This is a very achievable, simple, vivid landscape. No matter how old or young you are, you can learn it just by simple brush strokes and vivid colors, or you can even change the colors up a bit if you want. So excuse me, I'm going to bring you over here and show you exactly how I've got the canvas laid out, and we're going to do some simple, vivid strokes, and it's just going to make a beautiful painting. And I'll tell you what, if you can paint one of these and stretch it out on a big print and print it up, it'll look like a real masterpiece that you've done. All right, so get on over here and let's get right into it. So I'm just going to load up my putter on a brush, and I want to paint in where I'm going to lay the colors. Okay, so I've got the horizon line here, and I've got a top horizon line there because that's going to be a waterfall coming down. We've got some vivid land in front of that and some distant hills and a beautiful mountain in the background. And there's a bit of foreground here, and we're going to have a beautiful simple tree coming there and there, very vividly, but beautiful looking painting. So I'm picking this up, and I'll get all my sky bit done. Just want to come right across here for now. This is going to make the colours stand out that I put on there. That's why I'm putting this on there now. Because my canvas cloth, it's a prime canvas cloth, but I want all this craft paint under there nice and wet to make the colours flow. Okay, so I'll get that across there like that. All right, now I'm going to wipe that brush and pick up the sky colour. So I'll probably pick up the turquoise. So I've just got some turquoise here. Oh, this tub, I bought it for $2 years ago. It was on special. It's finally running out. Finally running out, eh? Now this is going to be the sky, a nice vivid sky. I love this. And I think this can gel with a lot of seniors. Now we'll get the sky colour from the top, put it on there and bring it down to about there, okay? Just to about there. Now I'm going to massage it in so it's all one smooth colour. I've got some quinacridone red violet, so I'm just going to make it easy and call it red violet, just a bit there. Now the colours will be in the description below that I'm using. The canvas is a 12 by 16 inch. Now see that white that's on the canvas? It's going to make this very dull. So we'll start from here. There we go, and get it up. And then just start bringing that into the, what's it called? Turquoise. Geez, I lose me thought sometimes when I'm in front of the camera. All of a sudden get not tongue-tied, tongue lost. Get that there, that's it. So that's the sky we want, turquoise into a violet colour there. We'll probably come back to that brush later. Now the mountain is going to be a flat brush job, and we want to grab some of this turquoise. Let's grab a bit of that, some of this violet, just to get a darker value of this turquoise, and I want a bit of this to ink it up. So we're going to get a darker value just to make that simple mountain. Now, like I said, this is an easy painting a lot of you seniors can do. If you think you're a bit scared to get into detail, this is just basic, but it would look effective. Yeah, that's darker than that. Okay, so this is coming from about here. And from, where's my waterfall? My waterfall's there. So I'm going to have some land coming up there. So I want this coming, where are we? Land's going to come there. So I'm just coming up there, because that's going to be blocked in. And then I want a bit of the violet the violet's going to be covered up except for what you see just there, okay? So now I'll ink that up a bit and we'll just simply map in this beautiful there it is, okay? So now I want to block that in. I'll get the edges nice and hard. The edges are sharp on all of this because it's a vivid painting. Where are we? That can come all the way down to there. There we go. So I don't know how far that other bit's going to be. Now I'm just going to stroke the brush strokes out of that just to make it look a bit neater. There we go. I want some simple dioxane purple. All the vivid colours here tonight. Now I'm going to grab some water. This is just because I want a nice dark vibe coming along. I need the bullshit stick. Now let's not forget to move the camera, Mr. Ian. Now the top of me line there, I could see the pencil line. So this is just going to go straight across there. A nice bullshittingly straight line. Watch this. This is what the bullshit stick does. Look at that. You couldn't do that for Ian. Not if you were paid. Okay. Now I'm just going to thicken up the bottom. Just like so. Now hopefully I can get this done within an hour. Stick around to the end and leave me a comment if you have anything to ask about this video, even if you're in the live. This will be edited down for the replay version in a couple of days or when I get around to it. I'm busy working as well, so yeah. This is just the depth of the mountains. Now I'm going to me flat filbert, my cat tongue filbert, because this is going to just simply come up here. Now see how, can you see the water washing through there? I've put too much water in it. I don't want that to happen. So we'll get it a bit thicker. There we go. And I'm just bringing this down in front of that mountain. I didn't dry it, so I better dry the bottom of that mountain. Coming down, where are we? All the way down there in front of that. And then just block this in. This is going to be painted over with green colours. This is just the depth behind it, okay? That's why I'm painting it this vividly purple colour. And of course it would need to dry before I put the greeny colours on there as well. So now, because this is going to be a vivid painting, some of the green's going to be muted, so don't worry about that. I'll just quickly come over to this side. We'll come down, big chunk there. See, I'm leaving that little bit of, that's what I'm trying to get. See that little bit of a red violet in there? This is going to come up down to there as well. Now, as those of you who were with my last week's Wednesday live, my battery went flat in my camera and it just made a big balls up of everything, so I scrapped the whole video altogether. I didn't want to have half a video sitting around on my channel there, so I'm just hoping this camera doesn't do the same this week. I've charged it up. I made sure it was fully charged by the power. Okay, we've done that. Now we will get some, is that, yes, that's Dioxane Purple. What I'm going to do is grab some of this with white, a big chunk of it, get some more. I'm mixing a very light value of this. I could have just used all that. Don't know why I'm being so shy. Don't be shy, boy. Now I'll just get that over there. I'll grab this other flat that I had there. There we go. Now where the waterfall is, just here, we're going to map this in. So kiss that in a straight line. And I forgot to put my phone on silent. Sorry about that. To about there, because we're going to have some other foreground in front. Now with this, paint this just in a downward motion, just like that. Very thick and vivid, isn't it, eh? This is just going to be a simple but a fantastic painting. Even you advanced beginners will think, you know what, I like that. There we go, like that. Now we can get the other, well, first I'll finish this bit here off. So I've got to dry that. I've got my sap green. Okay, bit of sap green, and I've got a bit of titanium white. Now this is, like I said, I'm going to mute some of this green. So we're not going for live colours here. So I want to mix this up till it's the colour I want. There we go. Oh, I could see a little bit of purple within the brush there, so I'm going to have to wash that a bit more. It's coming out in that green. Okay, and this is all to the top third. There we go. That's what I want, just like that, deliberate, so you can see all the purple underneath. That's what's vivid about this painting. Well, it took a long time to get to this point, didn't it? It's a bit wet up there, so it's starting to mud up a little bit. I'll be careful there. And just shapes like this pointing down into the middle of the painting. There's a lot out here. We're going to get some, if we've got time, some purple reflections out there. See how that's big and dark? I've mucked up. That's not a problem. We can always get the darker colour and put back over that. Up here. And that's how I want it. That's how vivid it's going to be. Okay. Now I'm going to grab the sap green on its own. So I'm just going to wash this brush out. Just picking up the sap green on its own. And that's going to come down here. Now I do need a bit of yellow with it just to turn the lights on because it's very dark. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of cadmium yellow in it. There we go, just to turn the lights on and open it up a bit. And then we want to come in front of this with this colour green. And the same thing all the way down to the base of the water there. And leaving deliberate gaps between every umbrella stroke. See how they look like tilted umbrellas? Simple. Got a big blob there. But you'll get the gist of this painting, and hopefully a lot of you will think, you know, that's something different I haven't seen much of. I haven't seen it much in my art group anywhere, or other posts that I've seen floating around the place. So I hope it's something a lot of seniors can feel they can do and enjoy doing it. It doesn't have to be a big piece. And you can just see how vivid this is looking. Oh, it's looking pretty dark there. Looks nice and bright there. We'll come over here and we'll get some over here now. Just the darker bits. Because this is going to be covered up, this bit here. But whatever you'll see, you will see. Looking good. Thank you very much, Chris Duthie. Can someone, or a couple of you, give me some thoughts on this style of painting? What are your thoughts? Well, I'm just going to blow dry that while we put another vibe in there. Down here, this tinted bit, I'm going to grab some of that purple and put in there. There we go. So it's sort of purpley green, just to flutter around this area here. Just about there. And that's it. But they're the brush strokes I'm looking for. Okay. All right, now we'll do the waterfall. So with the waterfall, I'm going to use that same brush that I painted it with. I'll wash it out first, and then I'll lighten it up to pretty much white, but not pure white, because you need to be back off pure white, just in case you've got to put pure white on it. So down here, we've got some white here. I don't need a big ton of it. I don't know why I grab so much paint all the time. And we'll put some of that in there, just so as we got a tainted white of that colour. Very tainted, okay? And we want to scratch this down. Pretty much you want to see some of the purple in there. So we'll sort of come across, bang. Bang. Keep it straight if you can. Bang. You don't have to say bang either. There we go. And just bring it down. Now, I'll get it a little bit stronger at the top. Can you see that? Yeah. Bit stronger at the top. So control here, just put it on and pull it down. But make sure these strokes are straight, because it's a vivid sort of cartoony picture and you want it to look quite pizzazzy. You've got to get that vibe going within it if you can, because our water's here on this line really, so we've gone past that. That's okay. And there, that's that done. Too easy, wasn't that? You can do that, I'm telling you right now. And look how the vividness is starting to happen. Right, now we need, I'll grab that brush again. I'll grab my big filbert, and I'm grabbing the dark paint again, which is here. And I want to put this pretty much here. So from the water, from here, boom, straight line. And we're going to get this just going to the waterfall. Now you might have to dry your waterfall. There we go, just in front of it, tantalisingly hanging in front of it. Map all this in now, all the way across there. I need more Dioxane Purple. There we go, beautiful stuff. It does look a bit black. And this is going to tinker up just above there. Come down now in front of your waterfall. This line has to meet up with that line when we do the actual water. So I'll get some of this all pumped in there. And then I've got to dry it as well. So this is going to come up now, probably all the way up here. Now I'm going to use the, where are we? Gee, look at my palette. It's such a mess. Now we want some more turquoise and probably a vibe. I'll put this there. Can you see that? Yeah, a vibe of some cerulean blue, because cerulean blue I feel is a bit tropical as well. But I'm not going for a tropical colour. It's just the vibe I want to get the vividness going, you know. It's certainly different to what you usually do. I do anything, to be quite honest. It's just that you're used to seeing me do what I do, but I do anything really. Now, I will, where's the camera down there still? I'm just going to grab some more craft paint over here. Can you see that? Just to map in the bottom half of our painting here. This will help the colours slide across this dry, thirsty, hungry canvas I've got here. So now I'm going to put it on its edge and get a straight line as possible right across there. I had quiche for dinner tonight. Just a quiche pie. I love quiche. All right, I'll come along there and on this side. Beautiful. So now, see how sections we've done in this painting? It was quite easy, wasn't it? Now I'm going to wipe this brush just to get a lot of that bulk off there. G'day, Leslie. And I'm going to pick up the turquoise and I'm going to use that cerulean blue to darken it up, okay? So let's grab the bullshit stick and see if we can get this kissing against the horizon line there, and then I can come down and do what I've got to do. So get this right against the horizon. You do this whatever way you can. If you've got an easier way, a smaller way, a slower way, I'm just doing it this way because it's just what I chose to do. Now I've got that pretty tight against there like that. That needs to be tight because you're going to see that right across there like that. There we go, that'll do. That will do it. And I'm going to fade this down to the bottom, just to the bottom there. I can fix that up with the purple up there. Now I'm going to grab some of that cerulean blue. Before I do though, I'll wipe that brush just so as I can get some darker bits in there. So I'm going to pick up the cerulean blue on both sides because I'm going to flip it. And I want to just simply stamp it on. That way it's going to stick because everything's wet. And I want to create a cove there of the leaving it of the turquoise. You got me? There we go, like this. And this just helps you stamp it on. Come along here. I mean, it doesn't, stamping it on helps it stick to the canvas, I mean. Helps stamp it on. Okay, we've done that. Now I'm going to turn this brush on its side. But first I'll wipe it up there. I'll even wipe it on a towel. And I just want to subtly waterfire that. There we go. Beautiful. That's it. Look at that. You can do that. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, that's enough for the water. Now I need to grab the, which brush was I using? I was using the small one, wasn't I? The small filbert. Yep. Now I've tried that. We're going to do here. So this is where we want the vivid green. So we're going to grab phthalo blue. Come down here, I'll show you how I mix vivid green. So grab phthalo blue. This is old. I've had this tube for a while. Well, it's not a tube, it's a tub actually. But I've had it a while. And we want some cadmium yellow. All right. Now, because if you mix cad yellow with this blue, you'll get a more real green, but I don't want a real green. Now I'm going to pull this out to about there. Can the camera see that? Yep. And I'm going to start mixing my vivid green over here. Wow, look at that. Nice, lovely. Now I want this. I don't want any more blue in that. That's vivid enough for me. That's enough. I've got to get rid of those big blue lumps out of it. Now I'll get a little bit of hydrated water in there. And then we're going to simply create this right in front there. Right in front, and you can come past under the water a bit like that. Okay, beautiful. Oh, too thick. I'll fix that up, don't worry. I won't do it now though, I'll do it later when the camera's not on. Or if I've got time, I'll show you how I fix it for those people who don't know how to fix up mistakes. And you want this just hovering down to the water's edge there. Now don't block it all in, you want to leave a lot of the darkness in here because that's part of the painting aspects, the vibe of the painting. And all these are just bowing into the middle of the painting, really, to be honest. A lot of you would know that, but those of you who don't, it's always good to bow whatever you're painting into the middle of the painting, whether it's a brush, foliage on trees, whatever. There we go, that's that. And we can probably put the subtlest, where are we? We want some more yellow now. I'm grabbing some more yellow on its own, just mixing it on its own. I'll grab a bit more because there's not enough there. Just to highlight some of that. There we go. Look how yellowy lime green that is. It's really lime now. There we go. And we want to get some of this just here vivid and lusty and yummy and all sorts of stuff. Probably a bit up here. It's very wet on wet. You need it dry really for this to work. There we go. That'll do. Don't overdo it. Slow down in the end. Stop. That'll do it. Now this side is a bit darker. So we're just going to grab our Dioxane Purple, darken this pile up here, just so it's going to stand out on what's already there, because it's going to have a big tree in front of it as well. And then we're just going to simply ubulate that over the waterfall a bit there. Beautiful. Bring it, come down there. See, these are bowing from the left into the middle. The other side was bowing from the right into the middle. I've got some more good ideas of these stuff coming up too, if you're interested. Different layouts and ideas, and they look fantastic. Sometimes simple artwork is such an eye-catcher. Okay, that's pretty vivid, yep. We can probably get a brighter bit of that if you want, just with more white in it, just to probably do some like that if you want. Just the way I did with the green. That'll do. That will do it. I want the white now. So we'll probably first get a little bit of the, where'd that, not that white, that's craft white, this is titanium white. The titanium white that had a little bit of contamination in it from the violet there. You want it white, but a bit of contamination in it, right? Why? So when you put the white on, it really sticks out like dog's knees. Now, we're just going to put, a little bit in front of there first, elongating like that. There we go, just like that, see? And then we're going to probably come out over here. It's all foaming and frothing at the mouth of the lake. At the mouth, listen to me. It's all coming down here and frothing up, and yeah, it's full of action, full of turmoil. We're just sort of, excuse me, twisting it around, sort of come out like that. And you watch when we put the white on this now. It's just going to look like, oh yeah, I like that. There we go. You can see what I've done there, can't you? What the hell have I eaten? Quiche. Right. I've got to clean this brush because I'll use the same brush. Give it a quick dry. Pure titanium white. Let me get some more on the palette here. And we're going to lace that with some luster. So just some little bits at the back there, which we had going. There we go. Is the camera picking that up? Yep. And now this is all in front, getting turmoiled and leaving some of the darker value there. It's just going to give it depth. This is just the bottom of turmoil at the bottom of the waterfall there, you know. Oh, keep it straight and level. How's that looking? That's it. That is it. How's that looking? Frothy enough? Yeah. It's not clear in the live feed, but it looks all right in real life. That looks all right. I'm grabbing some of that Dioxane Purple just so as I can fill in that bit of lighter area there that didn't get covered up, and there's a bit over here. Now remember, where was it? Oh, that's all right, it'll do. Now we got some, grabbing the fan brush and the, where is the green there? These, I'll use the, I'm going to use this one here, viridian green, just because I got it. So I'm just going to use a fan brush, get it on a fan brush. Come along this corner from about there to about here. Come up across the corner, block it in with this, like so. Just like that, all solid. Make it scratchy. And then scratch some of it up if you want. Well, not if you want, you got to. Just get it hairy like that. That'll do, just like that. There we go. Yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely. Beautiful. Now, with what's in the brush, we're going to pick up some white and mute that. Mute it right down. Nice and loud. There we go. Is the camera picking that bit up? Oh, I'm just in shot there. There we go. And we're going to, in front of this, just come along there like this. Look, twisting it. And then I want to get some hairy bits right in front of that. Try and get some of this back in there. I need to dry it before I do that, but that's pretty much it there. Vivid and lovely. Lovely and vivid. Now, a lot of colours in this too, which is nice. It's always good to have a lovely coloured painting, wouldn't you say? Now, a nice, where's this one will do, eh? I'm going to grab just simple burnt umber. Okay, and from here, where's the camera? From here, I want to do a tree from there and here. Where are we? Just straight down. Boom. Now I need to. And then we can just put some simple branches, fat at the tree and come skinny. Now, I know some of you might be saying, oh, you can't see them, Ian. What's going on with that hairdryer there? There we go. Okay, this one can have a branch out here. Now, I do have to get a bit of white into this brown now, just to give it a bit of... we can detail that back to that ground properly later. A little bit of... So I'm just putting a bit of white onto that brush, just so as I can come down. Where are we? I want to come down just the one side like that. Still wet, so it doesn't matter. Now we're going to simply grab that vivid green that we mixed up. Let's grab some more water in that, just so it's going to stand out. Okay. Because this is going to complement the green here over here in front. So we've pretty much got some, let's do some, one there, boom. Hang on, my hairdryer's playing up. Oh, there we go. We want one sitting on here, so come down and then come out, sit on it and come out like that, boom. Just cartoon-like. On here, come off the painting if you have to, it's there. And it's pretty much up the tree, a bit more in the middle, a bit more out here. Same here. So you got different blobs. And then we'll, let's not run out of paint if we can help it. Oh, I'm just going to have enough of that. Bit out there, bit in the guts there, and a bit up here. There we go. There's our, so we haven't covered all the branches up. Now we want to grab the cadmium yellow, but I'm going to use cadmium yellow light because light is better than medium. It's more of a tinting colour. So I'm going to grab some of that down here into that pile that I had. And more yellow. I want it more yellow. I want it real vibrant, really lusty. There we go. I'll use this pile here, really lusty green. Good to hear, Bethany. Now we're going to just simply get the tops there and there. Bit of dimension. See how I put the bit there and sync it back with something in front. Bang. See how I've done that? Tell you what, that hairdryer. Do the same here. Look, I'll put a bit at the top of that, leaving fading away there, and bring this in front of it. Bang. Does that make sense to you? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Hopefully it does. That's just a thought process in my mind there. Bang. Something simple, colourful. And luscious. It's a very vivid painting. Whoa, let's get some of this along there. I'm just trying to give it a bit more of a better vibe than what it's got, there we go. Put the hairdryer back in there. I don't know why I keep turning that on. All right, now we see the picture has another one on the other side, but I'm not going to do that because I'm a bit worried that I might not have enough time. I'm going to grab a liner, and let's grab that dark value of turquoise. So let's say the turquoise here, and with some of the red in it. On a real dark value of that turquoise, just to simply put in some freebies, some added extras to vivify the painting. So up here in the sky, we're going to put where are you? I'm going to put some white with that just to make it more opaque. So I've just put some white with that. There we go. Now you can see it. Where are we? So we're pretty much going to have these birds, that's what they are, flying out of the middle there. Now when I get time, like I said, I'll put the other tree in it, but I won't do it now. It's a live painting. I want to be able to do it without any stress. Okay, do they look like birds coming out of there? Yeah, look at that, eh? Simple and easy and effective. All right, now that dark green that we had, I'm just going to grab some of that because I'm not liking the way this looks there. So I'm going to get some of that dark back, just like this. So as I can get that muted green right in front of it and stand over it like grass, like it should have done. Like you could come up with this like that, all over everywhere. Nice, fine, sharp edges like that. That way you'll see the dark within it, underneath it. And also to make it pop, you can put some little dots like buds. Where are we? Like that. Where are we? Some in here, like just like that, just to detail them all on the tops of some of them. Just like that, and it gives it that vivid vibe. Now I suppose I'll grab that paint, the same paint. I'll stick with that. Yes. I'll come over here and I'll just autograph this, and then we'll whack a frame on it, eh? Nice little neat signature down there. I want to thank all my patrons who support my content every month. Very much appreciated. They get extra content as well. They see what's coming up in advance. They get to see behind the scene videos way before everybody else does. All right, let's whack a frame on that and we'll see how she looks. I've still got another tree like this to go over there, but that's not too shabby, is it? It's a nice, vivid painting, something for anybody at any level, and I know you can do it. Well, I had a lot of fun doing this beautiful, colourful, simple water, mountainy scene, and I know it's something a lot of you can get into. You'll be surprised how much you'll find it very interesting to do and how much you will love it, and then also how much other people would love it as well, okay? So you be sure to tell your friends if you like what you see on my channel here, but if you don't, you tell everybody. Goodbye, good luck, and good on you.